YouTube fam, how y'all doing? TM Nation, how y'all doing? Today we have another pickup from Clear, and these were out of stock for a little while, but they officially have the Alpha Black headphones back out, which was always my favorite color. I was a fan of the Clear Enduro ANC headphones that I did a video on a few weeks back, but I like these a lot more for a few key reasons that I'll get into a little bit later on in this video. But for the highlights, these provide compatibility with the Clear Plus app, adaptive noise cancellation, along with adjustable transparency, aptX adaptive compatibility, spatial audio settings, up to 35 hours of use on a charge, and some really impressive sound quality. Inside of the box, you'll get everything that you need to get these up and running, to include a nice carrying case, a quick start guide with the basics, along with a full user manual that will go a little bit more in depth. You get a USB Type-C cable for charging, a 3.5mm cable if you want to use them in wired mode, an airplane adapter, and the headphones, of course. And taking a quick look at the design of the Alpha headphones, they do have a more premium look and feel in comparison to the Enduro ANCs, in my opinion. I also really like the black colorway like I said earlier, but they are also available in midnight blue and stone, which is a cream off-white color. The overall construction is plastic, but they don't feel flimsy or like they'll break easily. For transporting them, you can fold them up, and the ear cups do articulate, so you can lay them flat on a surface if you need to. I also like the fact that the ear pads are soft and plush, and the top headband as well, so wearing these for longer listening sessions of 5 to 6 hours at a time has been no problem for me so far. I will say though that they are on the larger side overall, as the ear cups are quite large, but they have never felt overly large or heavy on my head. For connection, these are rocking Bluetooth 5.1, which is not the latest or greatest, but you shouldn't have any issues maintaining a good connection. I have been able to walk pretty much all around my house and not get any disconnections or crackling. I have also used them to watch YouTube videos on both my iPhone 14 Pro and my Z Fold 4 pretty much lag free, but I would not recommend these to a hardcore mobile gamer as they don't have a built-in low latency mode, so if that's something that you're looking for, keep this in mind. They do have built-in mics for voice calls, so you can take and make them directly from the headphones, and I do think that the quality has been pretty good so far. The mics seem to capture audio clearly, and the CVC 8.0 algorithm does a really good job of focusing on my speech while rejecting some of the noise going on around me. But as always, I did take samples for you guys so you can judge for yourselves. Let's take a listen. Alright guys, so right now I have the Clear headphones paired to my iPhone 14 Pro. As you can see, the audio that you're hearing is coming directly from the microphones on them, and I'm not going to do any type of editing to this sample, so this should give you guys a pretty good idea of how these will perform in a relatively quiet environment. And now I have some simulated background noise playing in the background. This part of the test is aimed at seeing how well the microphones on these headphones can focus on my speech while rejecting some of that noise. And I'll go ahead and be quiet for just a moment so that you guys have a pretty good idea of how loud the background noise is. And now I'll go ahead and start talking again. So what do you think about this sound quality? Do you think the mics are good, or should they be better? As far as controls go, these have two physical buttons. One controls the power and the other controls the ANC and transparency. And for the playback controls, you're going to use touch and swipe gestures on the outside of the right ear cup to pause and play, adjust your volume, along with track forward and track back. Now, I'm not a huge fan of this style of playback controls because they can be a little bit inaccurate at times, and I do find myself executing a function that I wasn't looking to do on occasion, but with these I will say that they have been better than some of the others that I've tried. But one thing that I do like about these is that they do feature wear detection that will automatically pause and play your media when you put on or take your headphones off. If you don't want this feature on, you can disable it in the companion app, and besides this, the app itself is more bare bones than some others. All that you really have inside of it are your EQ settings, the battery status, the ability to update the firmware when applicable, and you also have your ANC and transparency mode settings. And touching on the ANC and transparency performance, these did impress me with how strong the ANC actually is. I did take them outside to do my normal testing, and sounds such as the kids playing, birds chirping, cars passing by, and normal ambient sounds. Now of course louder screams and yelling did still get through, but if you're looking for a pair of headphones to wear while you're out doing yard work, washing your car, or on public transit, these will definitely perform well in all of those environments. I also want to mention that the way the ear cups fit provide me with a nice level of passive noise cancellation, so even without ANC enabled, these still will block out some of the noise going on around you. The transparency mode is adjustable as I mentioned earlier, so you can choose how much ambient sound that you want to let in. At its highest setting, I can hear what's going on around me within about a 4 to 5 foot radius, which is above average in comparison to other headphones that I have in this price range. For the sound quality with these, a lot of it is going to come down to the way that you set your EQ or which pre-built EQ you choose. However, with mine set to be heavy on the highs and the bass, with the mids dialed back just a bit, that's the sound signature that I get from them. The highs and mids are crisp and clear, and they do provide a nice kick on the low end as well, although the bass can sound a little bit artificial at times. But like I said, I do think that these are a really good sounding pair of headphones. I did have to play with the EQs a bit out of the box just to get them the way that I like to listen to them, but after doing that, I've been able to listen to music with them, of course, watch movies, listen to podcasts, and do all of those activities comfortably. I do also want to mention that these do get quite loud at max volume, so output is not an issue for me with them at all. However, they can get a bit distorted if you crank them up above 80%. So for the final word on these, they may be the most comfortable pair of headphones that I own at the moment, and all around they give you some really good performance. The battery life is good, the ANC performance is very good, the call quality is good, and the sound quality is respectable for sure, but the price may not be as cheap as you guys are expecting. These do retail for $199, and I haven't seen them go on sale too often, so of course you're gonna have to assess whether or not you think that they're worth the price based on what you're looking for. But based on what these bring to the table, that price really is not outrageous. These are gonna go up against headphones such as the Sony WH-1000 XM5s, which are about $200 more expensive, but I can tell you for sure they don't perform $200 better. In fact, I like the way that these feel on my head better than what I get with the Sony 1000 XM5s, but the Sonys certainly have a better companion app, crispier sound, and the active noise cancellation with them is definitely tough to beat. But for the price, the Clear Alpha headphones bring a lot to the table, and I definitely think that they have a market for those of you all looking for a solid all-around pair of ANC headphones. Before you get on out of here, if you rock with the channel and your boy Tecmo, hit that subscribe button and knock that notification bell out so you won't miss any of my uploads. Welcome to TM Nation. Peace.